Nauseam. So, for anyone who doesn't know how this deck works, essentially what happens, right, is that you want to abuse Thassa's Oracle. There's a bunch of ways to do that, right? So one of the biggest ways to do that is you cast Phyrexian Unlife or Pact of Negation. Like, there's a bunch of different ways to do this. The simplest way to do it, right, is go Angel's Grace, where you can't lose the game. This is the simplest one. Thassa's Oracle, Spoils of the Vault. So you Spoils of the Vault, you name a card that doesn't exist in your deck. The card that most people name is You Are Already Dead. You cast Angel's Grace, you cast Spoils, and then you just win the game with this Thassa's Oracle. So that's the simplest thing. It's 3 cards. It's 1, 2, 3. You can also do the same thing with Ad Nauseam. Instead of the Spoils, you can go Angel's Grace, Ad Nauseam. So there's a bunch of different ways to do this. Not the most familiar with this deck, but we're going to run it and we'll see what happens. So we keep this. We have the Angel's Grace. We just need a Thassa's Oracle and we'll be good. We get to use these cool old art Sleight of Hands. We're just looking for this person selling me. All they play is Ad Nauseam. Literally all they play forever is just Ad Nauseam. That's it. That's all this person plays. 3rd place in a challenge, 5th place in a challenge. Like, they've had decent success with it, but all they play. 6th in a challenge. They're a lot better at this. Hey. Go have fun. They're a lot better at this than I am, for sure. They know the strategy. They know everything that they're supposed to do. So we're looking for a Thassa's Oracle or an Ad Nauseam. I guess we're going to take the Spoils. Take the Spoils. Ad Nauseam costs 5 mana to do what Spoils does for free. You could value Ad Nauseam. We could like value Ad Nauseam at the end of turn. A DRC. Alright. Okay, so we suspend the Lotus Bloom. Play this. And we go red, blue, cast Pentad Prism. Done. Now, we have everything we need, except for we don't have a Thassa's Oracle. All we need now is a Thassa's Oracle, and then we can go we might Spoils for a Thassa's Oracle. It is possible. Yeah. It was pretty nuts before Simian Spirit Guide got banned, but an offer you can't refuse is a lot like Simian Spirit Guide, where you can take the Intervention Pact, and then you can offer it, and then as long as you have 1 mana, this nets you 3 red mana, right? Because your first offer on it gets you 2 tokens, and then you can Pact of Negation the offer, and then you can offer the thing, right? So you can pack this, you can offer, like you can, there's so much you could do, right? So I guess you start with Intervention Pact, then you cast Pact of Negation, then you offer the Pact of Negation, that gets countered, then you use the 1 floating mana to offer the Intervention Pact, then you can Lightning Storm people. That's what happens now. Oh no, face cam? Sorry, I forgot to turn it back on. Hello. Forgot to turn it back on. I am sorry. So we'll just take 1 here. We got lots of time against them. Right now, time is on our side. Alright, they're going to sit on a bunch of counterspells. Draw a card. Draw a card. Alright, well, we could Spoils for Thassas. We could Spoil for Ad Nauseam. We put 1 on the bottom, though, with the Sleight of Hand. So I think we're just going to straight chill for a little bit. We're at 20. We don't really have to do anything. We could search for stuff, but we don't need to, so there's no point. This deck really struggles against discard. Iteration, sure. Even though it's the sideboard, Leyline, Leyline, Leyline. Thoughtseize. How do you come up with a number of 1 Thoughtseize? I mean, kudos to them for playing the deck. Which card? Unholy Heat. So now they have Delirium. I don't know, man. I don't know. 3 Leyline is apparently the right number. Oh. Am I casting Spoils of the Vault here to try and find a thing? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I got time. I got all the time in the world. Well, hello there. They're just dead. That's why this deck is fucked up, right? Because, alright, retain priority, control. We go blue, blue. We're holding priority. We cast Thassa's Oracle. Let it resolve. Alright, trigger on the stack. We remove a counter. Cast Angel's Grace. If they have main deck Flusterstorm, we lose. And then we go black, spoils. If they have Flusterstorm, we lose. If they have Spell Pierce, we have Pact of Negation. Bolt. That's not going to stop it. That's not going to stop it. That's not going to hope to contain it. You can't stop it. You can't hope to contain it. Yep. So this resolves. And then we name Yawgmoth. Thran Physician. And then we reveal our deck. We don't have a Yawgmoth. We're at negative 33, but it doesn't matter because we have Angel's Grace. We hit OK. This trigger resolves and we die. We only lost to Flusterstorm there. We had Pact of Negation, plus we had Offer Up. So we were in a really good spot. That was a very good top deck. Okay, what do we bring in now? Huh. I believe the things to bring in now. Do we want the Lightning Storm? We definitely want Veil. We definitely want Thoughtseize. We probably want Prismatic Ending to, like, deal with the rag. See, this is the problem, right? Slaughter Pacts? Oh my god, I love Slaughter Pact. We're definitely bringing in Slaughter Pact over Intervention Pact. I kind of like being able to win at instant speed, too. But it's kind of hard to do this. You have to Ad Nauseam. You need a lot of mana to do this. So we're bringing Thoughtseize, we're bringing this, we're bringing this, we're bringing this. What are we going to cut? Oh, we have 2 Thoughtseizes already. I guess we'll cut... I don't know. Cut a Lotus Bloom. Cut a Profane Tutor. Cut... I guess we'll cut an offer you can't refuse. Maybe we'll cut offers. We don't want to counterspell them and then give them mana. I think we'll just bring in that. We'll leave the Bloom in play and we'll call it a day. Yeah, that's the meme name. The go-to is You Are Dead Already. This hand is okay. We suspend the Lotus Bloom. We get the Profane Tutor. This seems pretty sweet. As long as they don't come out of the gates with a Ragamuffin. Do you have to name a card that's legal? I think so. I'll try and name Black Lotus next time. Okay, so we'll go... Suspend. Sleight of Hand. I guess we'll take the Profane Tutor. We probably don't need the other land. the whole dumb world of uncards. I really wanted to build the Clam guy as an EDH general, Alexander Clamilton. This card. I really wanted this to be a commander, but I just couldn't bring myself to like do it. This card's so sweet. He's got a super soaker. All right. Okay. So this gets suspended. So now we'll just suspend. Oh, I love commander. We could be in some trouble if they have a blood moon. We kind of get wrecked by a blood moon here, but we do have the Lotus coming on. Wharf. I know it's no. I just have one right now. I have one deck. Sig, a River Cutthroat. I haven't played a game of Commander since COVID though. Like not one game. But I played Moto. I play online sometimes. Play online Commander games. It's been a while though. I have like a mono black control Sig that's all like foiled out in Baber. Yeah. That deck used to be my it used to be like this crappy deck, and then I like was like, all right, well, I'm never using this. So, let's see. I guess we just suspend another Profane Tutor. Oh no, I tapped terribly. Terrible tapping. I suppose I want to keep this Thoughtseize for down the road. Right, like, when's our stuff coming off suspend? Maybe I was supposed to Thoughtseize before this Lotus Bloom came off suspend. Yeah, he's the only one who plays. What's up, Mystical Pots? He's the only one who... They're the only one who does the Ad Nauseam anymore. Just that one dude. One person. Shredder. Kind of weird that they're tapping out now. I'm very confused. A Murktide? I get a Lotus Bloom, I get a Profane Tutor. What are you doing? What on earth are you doing? Okay, so Lotus Bloom. So we just get Thassa's Oracle. We get Thassa's Oracle. This comes off. I don't have the combo in the deck. I don't have it, right? This is not playing the Lightning Storm main. The Lightning Storm's in the sideboard. So we have to just kill with Thassa's Oracle. I didn't board in the Lightning Storm. So it's a different list than you're used to recently. You could still combo. How? Draw the whole deck and then play the Thassa's Oracle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see what you're saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I boarded out both of these, which I shouldn't have done. I boarded these out. That was just a mistake. So I guess I don't kill them. Yeah, I boarded these things out, thinking that they were just bad counterspells, but I didn't realize how good they were. Like, I could just go Angel's Grace, Ad Nauseam. I put the offers in the sideboard because I was like, oh, they were just bad Thoughtseizes. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. We don't have enough mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. That's Ad Nauseam. Yeah, we need one more mana to go off. So I guess we'll just Thoughtseize him this turn. Thoughtseize. We'll get the Archmage Charm. And that'll be that. Yeah, I shouldn't have cut the the one things. This was a mistake to cut this card. Yeah, this is a different list. This not playing. Like, I was like, we don't need to board this in, but I guess it's just free mana. And I should just keep these cards in all the time. They should just be sacrosanct. Yeah, there's no other fast mana in the format. Dashing a Ragavan, huh? Yeah. And they have a dispute up. So we just have to beat one mystical dispute. So yeah, I shouldn't have sided them out. If I had the offers, I would just win here. But I sided them out because I'm not smart. They drew with Thoughtseize. Well, that's not good for me. That's really bad for me. Yep. I need to leave the offer you can't refuse in the deck. Ragavan hitting a Thoughtseize. You love to see it. I'm going to Ad Nauseam at the end of their turn, probably. So they don't have Counterspell up. So we could just Angel's Grace, Ad Nauseam, find another Thassa Oracle, kill them. Because we'll draw the Pact of Negation. Because the only card in their hand is a Dispute. They could have drawn an actual Counterspell, which we'll die to if they have actual Counterspell. But we'll see. Oh, and we get Profane Tutor? Oh, perfect. So now we'll actually Profane Tutor for Pact of Negation. Cast. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got this. Search your library for a card. We'll get Pact of Negation. So now we go play lands. Angel's Grace. Yep. Get your conniving. Get your conniving. Okay, Angel's Grace. Now we go black, 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 Ad Nauseam. Yeah, so now we just repeat this process. We draw our whole deck. We can't die. So basically we're looking for all the Pact of Negations. And then we'll cast Thassa's Oracle with multiple Pact of Negations up. And we will win. It's a little sloppier than it needed to be. I really didn't need to board out the one card that I boarded out. I really should just not mess with that card anymore. It's just free mana. Okay, would you like to repeat this process? Yes. Would you like to repeat this process? No. So now we go Thassa's Oracle. Blue. Blue. Okay. Alright, so now we have 4 Pact of Negations in hand. So everything's okay. So now we just cast Thassa's Oracle with Pact of Negation times 4 in our hand. Okay. We beat Murktide, which is like the deck that plays the most permission. So that's kind of good for us. I played that poorly. I should not have boarded out an offer you can't refuse. So basically an offer you can't refuse is one of the few like rituals. It's like a ritual and it's very useful. We'll keep this hand alluring. We're on the draw. Alright, so we're never going to sideboard out an offer you can't refuse again. Tron. Nice. At least Tron's not going to have much interaction, which is good. On the plus side, though, if we suspend one of these spoils, we could literally just die. But we kind of have to, right? Well, I guess we have to suspend a Profane Tutor here. Urza's Tower. Well, hopefully we don't get dunked on too hard here. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's just a Worm Coil engine. That's what I would like to see. Just a Worm Coil. Simian Spirit Guide. This Karn is a problem because it can get Chalice on 0, which nullifies a lot of our stuff. Liquid Metal Coating. Ugh. At least they didn't get Chalice on 0. Can't use this. We can't use the treasure tokens because of Karn 2. That's terrific. I don't feel like suspending another one of these because they could just Karn minus get Chalice on 0. Yeah, we have had a very Karn the Great Creator day. I mean, if we were on the draw here, we'd be winning. Thought-Knot's here. Holy fuck. Sure. Yeah, that's why we're playing this deck. Pact it out of spite? No. I mean, we could pact it. We could pact it and then do all the stuff. But we can't. If Karn wasn't in play, we could pact this and win. But Karn's in play, so we can't. Because we get spoils for a charm, right? And then we upkeep cast the charm or Angel's Grace. So we could pack this. End of turn spoils for Angel's Grace. Yeah, we'll float a black. There is a tutor coming off. I'm trying to think. Alright, so what can we get? We can... The problem is we need another spoils, right? So we get spoils for an Angel's Grace. But we need one more spoils. I guess we spoil for Angel's Grace either way. The problem is Karn stops this. Alright, let's spoils. Let's get Angel's Grace. We're dead to Karn on the play. Angel's Grace. If we draw... Alright, so... We have... Yeah, we're just not going to be able to get ahead of mana because of the Karn. He's just going to nuke one of our lands every turn. Matter Reshaper. Oh, it's Eldrazi Tron too? So it's like the shitty Tron, and they just naturally hit. Love it. Alright, so this comes off. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to get ahead of mana. Because they're just going to Karn us every turn. So we can cast this. Let's see. If we had one more mana, we could go... We can get Oracle. There's only one spoils left. So we probably need to get that. We need to draw the Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, Karn's just going to take us off land every turn. We're not going to be able to have 4 mana on a turn. They're just going to plus every turn. We're dead. Turn 3 Karn on the play was too much. Yeah, it's one of the most broken Planeswalkers ever printed. The card is absolutely bananas. It's ridiculous. It's arguably one of the best cards ever printed. Let's go to Intervention Pact. Let's get Slaughter Pact in. We can cut a... don't think I make very many changes. Let's bring in Counterspell. Go a little slow. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. There's some fine ones. Like Davrol's fine. Narset's fucked. Teferi's fucked. Karn's fucked. Those cards are crazy. Maybe I want Fracture. We'll just have counterspells and Thoughtseizes against them. Yeah. Yeah, she's good, but like she's not crazy. She's very situational, Ashiok. Whereas Karn is always crazy. Karn would be on a list of cards that I would delete from the game. I guess we could do this. If they have Chalice on 0, we're so fucked. I guess we have the offer. Hello, Mar. What's up, Brian? Congratulations on graduating, by the way. Map. Sure. Profane Tutor. Yeah. Yeah, with Simian Spirit Guide, the deck was a lot scarier. But now the deck kind of sucks because you don't have Simian Spirit Guide. Alright. Get the trigger. Suspend. I guess I just suspend this. And then they just die next turn. They don't die next turn. We don't have it. We don't have the thingy. We have the mana. I guess we can Ad Nauseam and like try and find stuff. But they're not dead. Yeah, we'll probably be able to kill them with an Ad Nauseam. We'll see what they do. They're probably going to Karn this turn. We have to offer You Can't Refuse Karn. We'll see what they got, though. Top 82 decks and beat. Yeah. Yeah. Where in South Florida are you? Tampa or Miami? 18 turn beatdown. Map. Okay. Hers is mine. Alright, so we get a lot of stuff here. We get 2 Lotus Blooms. Okay. So now we get to search. I think we get an Ad Nauseam. Because then we can just fill up our hand. And we'll have 1 floating. So we just need to hit a 0. What are you doing? Counter target sorcery spell. Huh. Well, let's counter this. Because I think we still win. Let's get an Ad Nauseam. Alright. So we cast. So now we go Ad Nauseam, 1 floating, 1 for the spoils, 1 for the Angel's Grace, then 1/2 for the Thassa's Oracle. So they're dead. But let's do this right. Let's go black. Cast Ad Nauseam. We could die here. We just need an Angel's Grace and a blue land that comes into play untapped. There's our blue land that comes into play untapped. Now we need Angel's Grace. Angel's Grace. Angel's Grace. Alright. So now we stop. Now we play Gemstone Mine. Now we cast Angel's Grace. Angel's Grace. Now we hold control and we go blue. Yep. Blue. Cast Thassa's Oracle. Okay. Trigger on the stack. Angels cast this. Okay. And we name black. We can't name Black Lotus. It's not in the format. Black Market Black Cat. Black Sun Zenith. Let's name Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth. Thran, a physician. The tutors from Modern Horizons 2. Profane Tutor, Modern Horizons 2. You Were Already Dead is too mainstream. It was a meme at first, but now it's too mainstream. You Were Already Dead's a good one to name. Alright, we won. So that game, that would look like an entirely different deck, right? Like, they just didn't have turn 3 Karn. They just derped around, did a whole lot of nothing, and then that was that. An Offer You Can't Refuse was pretty good there, though. Alright, well, let's run it. We probably want Fracture, maybe? I don't know. Ad Nauseam's super cheap. So you could go to Mana Traders and get Ad Nauseam for, like, this list, Ad Nauseam, 100 tickets. So you can go to Mana Traders or Card Hoarder, one of them. Do we want to keep this hand? It's not very good. I guess we're going to keep. Sleight of Hand. So, what do we need here? Well, spoils is half the battle, so we'll take the spoils. Call it a day. Ah, good, they have Tron. Chalice on 1. Oh, you piece of garbage. Am I just dead to this? We have this. This can bounce it. Well, this game got a lot more complicated than it needed to be. We'll just play the Seachrome Coast. We'll have to bounce that with this. Have I played any Storybook Brawl? I played it one time and I was like, oh, this is just shitty Hearthstone. It just seemed worse than Hearthstone. Like, I get that there's 2 rows, but I mean, come on. It's literally a Hearthstone clone. And I know that there are other Magic players that work on it, so I'll choose my words carefully. Well, this is kind of the problem. Permanent hate plus this. The better question is, did you ever play TFT? Or Hearthstone, like Battlegrounds? They're both like the same thing. Yeah, I mean... Oh, wow. In Storybook Brawl, you have 4 rows in the front and then 3 in the back. And in Hearthstone, you just have 7. Wow. What a game. Revolutionary. Sorry. It's the same thing. It's this Hearthstone and Storybook Brawl are the same thing. Just different sets, different cards you have to learn. Alrighty, so what do we have to draw? We have to draw a lot here. The problem is we can't bounce this. We don't have enough stuff to kill them if we bounce it. We have to wait. Are you to try the new thing? I know someone who's in the beta. He should be paying attention in the chat. Burnt. Alright, so we need 2 cards. This is the problem with this deck. It's basically a 3-card combo. No. Oh no, I'm supposed to beat this shit, man. I don't know. Maybe I kept a shitty hand. But this Chalice is just wrecking me. I guess I did need to board in the 1 card. At least they don't have the mana to activate this. They took our only card that we could play. Soaring sitting this is not going to do anything, so we have to... What can we draw here? I don't even know what we can draw. Thoughtseize, perfect card to draw here. I guess we have to Soaring City this and hope to rip super lucky. I don't know. I don't even know we could rip. I don't even think we could win this game. If I got to Demonic Tutor 2 cards into my hand, I don't think I could win. Yeah. Expedition map. Yeah, this deck always suffered with, like, hand hate, and Thoughtseer is no different. So we go to dead. We go to dead. We go to 4. So we end of turn, bounce the Otawara. Oh, cool. Another Karn that just nullifies half the deck. I mean, I don't even know what we could do here. We're getting this here. There's nothing we could draw, right? We'd have to draw exactly Ad Nauseam, but we don't have the life for Ad Nauseam, so there's nothing we can draw. There's nothing we can do. But I guess we'll see a draw step. Especially if they get Chalice on 0. Like, we just can't use the Lotus Bloom now. This permanent-based hate is just messing with us here. I guess I could have brought in the 1 Fracture. Or Prismatic Endings, I suppose. But, I don't know. It's hard. I thought Thoughtseize would be good enough. There's too many Torpor Orb. Literally cannot beat Torpor Orb. Yeah. Alright. Well, we got destroyed there. That was miserable. We did win a game. But we did win a game. Like, he's supposed to keep this hand. It only has 1 of the things. I'm gonna keep it. We just need to draw 2 more cards. We just need to draw 2 more cards. That's not that hard, right? We'll play Darkslick Shores, yield. They'll play the Plains, I suppose. Yeah, I agree it's a bad hand, but, you know, if you mulligan all the time, in a critical mass deck, mulliganing is not always the way to go. Well, imagine if we went to 5, we went to 6, and then got Thoughtseized. You know, we'd be in the same shitty spot. We're not in a very good spot, you know? Played on blue, black, blue. I would have drawn the 1 card, so we were only 1 card away from comboing. Ragamuffin. Am I playing this as a blocker just to stop this, or am I just letting them hit me? Spikefield Cave. So this is the Rakdos scam deck. We have so much to do. I'm gonna just play this as a blocker. We can hit Profane Tutor. Seems that's so slow. I guess we take the Profane Tutor. Block Ragavan. The Profane Tutor will give us whatever we're missing for the combo. Yep, well, that was stupid. I didn't think we could just let Ragavan hit us without putting up a fight. Well, they can't suspend this, so... On one way, they helped us. Croxa. Well, we're... Can you start streaming that already? Liliana of the Veil? Oh my god. This is just getting harder and harder to win this game. I guess we could draw an Ad Nauseam. And like, end of turn, in response to Liliana, cast an Ad Nauseam. That's our only way to win this game. Oh, cool. They just hit an Ad Nauseam with the Ragavan. The card that we needed to draw, that we were about to draw, Ragavan just took and hit. Listen, Ragavan isn't really a big deal. It's a very interactive card, you know? And then I get to discard a card and get Croxa back, so we're really just dead. So they discard a land. Then they play Croxa. Then we're going to go to 13. We're going to 8. There's no draw in the deck that gets us out of this. I guess, in theory, we could draw an Ad Nauseam, then hit an Angel's Grace. Angel's Grace their turn away. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, where are those Leyline of Sanctities? I don't want the Thoughtseizes. I probably don't want this. We probably want Leyline of Sanctity. We probably want Veil Summer. But like, why both of these? I guess they're for different matchups. So I guess we'll cut Pentad Prism, I suppose. Alright, we'll keep. We'll do this. We'll bring in the ley lines, cut the Veil of Summer, bring in the ley lines and the Veil. We might just need to mull the ley line. They're going to have so much hate for us. It might just be mulligan to leyline or bust. Okay. This is about as good of a hand as I could ask for. It's missing one card. But other than that one card, everything is beautiful and groovy with this hand. Play this. Okay. Let's just play the Swamp. So we just need a Thassa's Oracle and 4 mana. We could Spoils here for a Thassa's Oracle, but I don't think we need to do that yet. I think we're okay. Let's play a Gemstone Mine. We'll do that at the end of next turn, not this turn. If they're just not going to do anything. Because we could literally die casting this. We could say Spoils for whatever and then just die. Alright, so we Spoils for Thassa's Oracle, untap, Angel's Grace, Spoils, boom. I guess they could play Liliana here. That'll be exciting. These and Pyro, sure. Alright, so we have to not die to the Spoils of the Vault here. Double grief. Good grief. Alright, so we're going to cast Spoils. We have to name Thassa's Oracle. Thassa's Oracle. We could die here. It would suck if we died. We took 11 damage, 10 damage. Okay, so we put this on blue. guess it doesn't matter which play this. So we go white, Angel's Grace, blue, cast Thassa's Oracle. And we'll just do it now because it doesn't really matter. Let's name +2 mace. A little chat. Abandon hope. Alright, they conceded. So, Leyline of Sanctity seems strong. So what did we learn? We learned that if we can hide behind Leyline of Sanctity, everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. We just sit there, we chill, we take all the time in the world that we need. It's great. So let's try and do that again. Let's just try for a Leyline of Sanctity again. What's up, Steven? Huh. I don't think we can keep this. It does have... It's been okay. I don't think we can keep this. You've been ambushed on the road. Listen. We need Leyline. Maybe I should have boarded out the Pact of Negations. That's what I should be boarding out. Leyline. Okay, keep. Put back a Leyline. What's the other card we put back? I guess Sleight of Hand? Done. Reveal the Leyline. Fears of Tears. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Like, alright. I was worried. I was like debating which land would be better to play. The City of Brass or the Gemstone Mine. And I was like afraid of the Gemstone Mine like running out of charges. And then I was afraid of like losing too much life to this. And it's like perfect. I don't have to make that decision. Alright, so we need 2 more cards for our little combo here. That's not really it. I guess it cycles, but I don't know. It seems kind of lame. It does cantrip, but that's a situation, like we probably should just take the land. Voidwalker, sure. Alright, so we have a cantrip. Hey, awesome. Hey, that's really great. Thank you. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm going to be going back to... Don't watch yesterday's VOD. Whatever you do, don't watch yesterday's VOD because I got demolished playing Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth is like a CEDH deck. Because it's like, oh... Obnixilus. Yawgmoth is like a CEDH deck because you just need Yawgmoth all the time. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to fire this thing off here in a second. Let's draw a card here. Perfect. Alright, let's just discard City of Brass. Lose 2 life. Kind of weird that they got rid of the Voidwalker. Voidwalker seems sweet. You go from doing 3 damage a turn to 4 damage a turn. So I get it. Alright, we just need our cards. Yawgmoth is a CEDH deck. Like, it's like tier 1 with the commander, and then without the commander, it sucks. I guess we discard this. Take 3. Alright, now we just need 2 more cards. I could have held that in my hand to discard. This is target player draws 7. Alright, so we're taking 14 damage here from Den of the Bugbear. Lose 2 life. There's no combination of cards that would let us win the game this turn. We have to draw runner. We're taking 4. We're going to 5 life, which is dead next turn. We have to blow our Angel's Grace. I guess it's on me. I didn't sideboard very well, but seems like this deck is good against certain things, and I don't know. Maybe you just need to master sideboarding in it, because I guess I could cut the Pact of Negations against a deck that's not playing blue. This hand looks like we could actually win a game with this hand. Looks like we could accidentally win a game with this hand. I've been trying hard to lose games. We could actually win one with this game. With this hand, rather, sorry. Oh, this is everything. We'll just take the Thassa Oracle. We have achieved our 3-card combo wombo. There's a lot of different ways to combo in this deck, but this is the most simple, basic one to establish. Thassa Oracle Spoils plus Angel's Grace. There's also like Phyrexian Unlife plus Ad Nauseam, Phyrexian Unlife plus Spoils. Yeah. I kind of agree with you. Well, I think that the new card, Bird, the bird is the word. I guess we just suspend this thing because I think the new card goes a long way. I was watching Canister play the deck when the new card came out a long time ago. Ledger Shredder. And Canister was having some success with it. It was just a different deck with instant speed interaction. So now the question is, how do we beat the permission? I guess we play this. We go 1, 2, play this. Yeah, they just literally went after this deck. I think the card An Offer You Can't Refuse can help it, but I don't know how you build it. It still is a lot of moving pieces. There's still a lot of moving pieces. If they tap out, they just die. I guess they're going to Prismatic Ending that. Yeah, they're just dead. Sure. So they Prismatic Ending that. We untap. We get Pact of Negation because we have our... But I mean, establishing a 3-card combo is really hard in Modern. So they have 1 land here. So we're going to get Pact of Negation. Cast. They could Spell Pierce this, get Pact of Negation. So first thing we do is we hold priority and we go blue, Thassa's Oracle. Birdies. Ledger, loot away with your birdies. Simian Spirit Guide. That was the exile from your hand, get 1 red mana. Okay, so now trigger on the stack. We're going to cast... I guess we'll float blue. We'll go Angel's Grace. Spoils. We have double Pact here. So we lose to exactly Flusterstorm. Name You Are Already Dead? Alright, fine. Fine, I'll name You Are Already Dead. See, when the deck does that, it's pretty hard to beat. Well, the problem is Living End is already a crazy deck, and Living End gets to go off on turn 2 with that card. And Living End gets to go off when you have 2 mana tapped. You don't want that card in Modern. That card's kind of cracked. Alright, so what are they doing? They're blue-white garbage. What do we want? I don't know. I mean, if they're playing Teferi, what's the point? Lightning Storm's a lot of extra steps. It actually generates mana. It's one of the few cards that is a ritual. STOR. Oh, you just misspelled. I was like, what's the abbreviation? Is SOTMR? And you just misspelled Storm. You like Storm here because it's a 2-card? Doesn't seem like we have a lot of time against them. What would you put in over? What would you bring Storm in? So I know we want these two because they're gonna have a lot of permission. But like, what are we bringing? What are we bringing these cards in for? What are we cutting? If we're bringing these in, are we cutting Sleight of Hands, Pact of Negations, Tutors? I already cut Intervention Pact, which I probably shouldn't. I'll bring in Slaughter Pact over Intervention Pact. Prism 2 Slate. Sure. You don't, I mean, yes, you need it, but no, you don't need it. Like, the odds of going off with this, there's going to be a creature in play. There will be a creature in play by the time we get to Lightning Storm. Oh, look, a creature. Yeah, it's okay. Basically, you need... Basically, what he's talking about in chat is you need 1/0 casting Pact or Slaughter Pact or Intervention Pact to start the cycle of Counterspell things. God, I have 2 different Counterspells on the list. That's egregious. I might play Thassa's Oracle on 2. Just to block that. I don't know. Doesn't seem great. I guess we'll suspend Profane Tutor. They'll have Delirium next turn for sure. If we suspend Profane Tutor... We have everything we need. All we need are lands. Lands are all we need. So I'm going to play this Thassa's Oracle to try and make sure we hit a land drop. Oh my goodness. I guess we'll take Angel's Grace. Oh, I should have hit no. Fuck. Alright, I punted. That was a punt. You put one of them, put the rest on the bottom. Put up to one? Put up to one. Yeah, I should have hit none there. We really need to draw lands. Angel's Grace is very busted. What are they doing for 1 white here? Prismatic Ending for 1. They're just trying to surveil to get to 6 power. We might actually need the Angel's Graces to stay alive. Alright. I guess we just suspend the Profane Tutor. I could have attacked there, but I'm pretending that they have Dash Ragavan. Need a land here. Okay, well... we go to 1 life. We go to 1. Okay, so now Profane Tutor is going to come off suspend. And we're going to get a land. Let's get Seachrome Coast. Play Seachrome Coast. We could just play Unlife. But then we lose the land. Let's see. We'll just Angel's Grace on their turn to put ourselves to 1. Alright, so while we're Angel's Graced, we will spoils for a Darkslick Shores or whatever. Not a Darkslick Shores, a Gemstone Mine. Begin combat. We cast Angel's Grace. So now we take a bunch of damage. Psych, we take no damage. Alright, now... So, we need another land. And we can also use another Pact of Negation. So... We do die to the end of turn spoils, so that's why we're not going to do it. We just need to draw a land. We need to draw a land. 1 land. This actually works. Because we use this, we remove a counter. We remove a counter. It goes away. This is just good deck building right here. The problem is, how many counterspells do they have? We could just play the Unlife here. But I guess we try and resolve Angel's Grace first. Angel's Grace. And now we cast Spoils. And if they have 2 counterspells, we're dead. But we're not really beating anything. We're not beating much of anything here. We have 1 Pact of Negation, which hopefully is enough, but you never know. If we take next turn off and... Okay. Let them do their Chevelle. Let them do their Chevelle. Counterspell. That's all we got. No, we're dead. I guess we could have played Unlife that turn. But they had Spell Pierce for it, and we would have got Spell Pierced. Any changes? I don't think so. We could bring Prismatic Ending to like deal with some of their stuff, or another Slaughter Pact. But we have Thoughtseize, we have Veil. Let's just try and run it back again. You could scumbag with putting Ad Nauseam on the stack and respond to yourself. You'd have to like hold priority. Alright, would you like to play first? Yes. Alright, we'll keep. It's weird how the deck has like 2 sides of the combo. There's like the side with Ad Nauseam and the side without Ad Nauseam. There's so many different moving pieces in this deck. It's quite the pain in the ass. Suspend. Serious Sleight of Hand. I'm going to take the Thoughtseize. Hopefully we'll Thoughtseize the turn before our Ad Nauseam goes off. As long as they don't produce a turn 1 threat, that's really the issue. Ragaman? Oh, that's not a turn 1 threat at all. Let's cast Sleight of Hand. Pentad Prism Unlife. Unlife works with Ad Nauseam. I guess we take... We don't have white, though, to actually cast the Unlife. So I'm just going to take the Pentad Prism. We're going to play this, and we're going to Thoughtseize them. Teferi will stop everything I want to do. So we're taking the Teferi. Teferi stops the Lotus Bloom. They could turn Teferi on 2 with the Ragamuffin. Lightning Storm is a stupid card. Basically, you do 3 damage to something. And like, so basically anyone can activate Lightning Storm. Because you can so you draw your whole deck, right? And you notice how discarding a land card, put 2 charge counters on Lightning Storm. You may choose new targets for it. So basically you have your hand full of 15 lands. So you just target your opponent, discard target, discard target, discard target, discard target. Because you have drawn your whole deck. It only works when you draw your entire deck. You just one-shot somebody. But you can't just like use it all willy-nilly. Alright, when is this coming off? Next turn? Well, we have to... We play this. We could suspend the Profane Tutor. But I feel like we're going to need all the mana that we can next turn. But they're going to Pentad Prism. They're going to Prismatic Ending this, so I shouldn't have played this. Maybe I should remove a counter to Profane Tutor. Maybe they won't remove it if they see that... Yeah. You know, a lot of instants on this deck have just a weird card from a weird set from a weird time. That basically sat unused for a long time and then it was just like, oh, by the way, this works really stupid with this one card. The concept is like, oh, I have extra lands, I could throw it away. You like get it a competition with your opponent who wants to discard the most lands to like take the big Lightning Storm to the face, but in reality, it's a degenerate card only used by broken decks. So if they got to make a choice of what they want to do here. They hit a Gemstone Mine, that's fine. The way Magic was intended to be. Prismatic Ending, the Pentad Prism. Sure. Not much I could do about that. So I have Energy Explosives on 0, which is going to come down and blow up the thing. But we do get to Ad Nauseam here and draw some cards. Triggers on the stack, upkeep, suspend. Let's see when they blow up the Lotus Bloom here. Cast. Are they gonna blow it up? Alright. We need to Ad Nauseam here. It's just a value Ad Nauseam. We just need to not die. Thassa Oracle. Angel's Grace, okay. This is the whole shebang here, right? So we have Thassa's Oracle. We have Pact of Negation. We have 2 packs. This is sick. Holy cow. Right? We drew everything we needed. What's up, Xenowan? How are you? I see you're playing some food, some Asmo food. I think we keep. We think we don't repeat this. I don't care. I don't care what they think. I don't care. I might as well just Slaughter Pact this. Because I'll start off my next turn by Ad Nauseam. Yield through the turn. 1, 2. So we'll Angel's Grace, Spoils, Thassas with Pact back up. Why don't I side out Ad Nauseam? I don't know. Why handicap yourself when you don't have to? Why take away a tool out of your toolbox? I mean, I haven't been doing it for the last 6 months. That's in terms of the answer to Shade. Why take away a tool from your toolbox? Seismic Swans is a neat deck. I thought about playing Tendrils. Nope. There's a lot of people who sit around and talk about Magic, but don't play Magic enough. They do a lot of theory crafting and they say blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Well, you shouldn't do this and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, times evolved. You can do whatever you want. That was like the craziest Ad Nauseam I've ever had. Alright, so Angel's Grace. Angel's Grace to not lose the game to the Pact. We need upkeep stop. So, jeez. First is Angel's Grace. I don't want to lose the game. Now, we don't lose the game. Nope. Suspend comes off. This comes off. Okay. What are we getting? We have this, we have this. We literally get a third Pact of Negation. So now we cast... Spoil. Oh, shit, we're up. Did I just lose? No, I can't lose the game. I might have needed to wait. Okay. Yeah. Theory crafting. No, I don't mean that. Alright, 2 and 2. Let's see. Guess we have the Lotus Blooms here. I really don't like how this Pact is in the main deck. I guess I get it. Alright, we'll keep this. Because we have the double Lotus Bloom. Alfredo sauce. It's a nice name. This is kind of a problem if that they're Murktide. Just Thoughtseize them. Double Counterspell. Holy fuck. Alright. Don't have Teferi or we lose. So this is Watu's list. No. This is deals damage. This is loss of life. We'll just pass. So the reason Pact is in here is so you can use the card so you don't have a way to generate mana with an offer you can't refuse. So let's say you've drawn your whole deck with Ad Nauseam. You can go cast Intervention Pact, cast an offer you can't refuse to counter the Intervention Pact. So you need something to counter with offer you can't refuse to create the 2 treasures. So actually you draw your whole deck and then you go Intervention Pact, Pact of Negation that, right? And then you're like, offer you can't refuse that, offer you can't refuse that. That generates 3 treasure tokens, which you can then use to go Thassa's Oracle, Angel's Grace, or Thassa's Oracle Spoils if you already have Angel's Grace going. So that's their turn. They played an island. Now it's our turn. It's part of the combo with the new fancy cards. Yeah, it's a free spell. Freebie, freebie, freebie. Oh, that was a perfect draw. All right. We have to dodge Don't really know what we need to dodge here. Alright, so what are they doing? They're getting Archmage Charm. Target player draws 2. Okay. That's fine. We could Spoils here to get Grace. But I don't think we need to do that just yet. Triome. Alright, so we have the whole combo here, but we don't have a protection spell. Like this gets Angel's Grace. We're getting 2 of these off. Suspend, but I think we cast this. I think we name Ad Nauseam? Question mark. Wow. This is tapping them out on our big turn. Counterspell. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what we draw before we use this one. Let's see what we draw. So we go cast. This kind of list doesn't play Pierce. This is Watu's list with the ops and stuff. That's what I think. And like Mystic Gate is, those lists generally don't play Pierce. I could be wrong, but generally it looks like they're playing Watu 75, and he's not playing Pierce. Oh, well that's pretty good. Okay, so we can... Yeah, I agree. So what did we see when we Thoughtseize them? We saw nothing. So we can go Spoils for Ad Nauseam. Cast Ad Nauseam. And we just need to hit another Spoils and an Angel's Grace. And 1 blue land. Alright, let's do Spoils for Ad Nauseam. You could Spoils for the card you don't have, then use the White Pact and win with the Oracle. This is loss of life, so I can't do that. Yeah, this is kind of sketchy here. Spoils is loss of life, unfortunately. So we have to name Ad Naus, AD Naus. Hopefully we don't lose too much life here. I think I just died. Well. So there's 3 Ad Nauseams in the deck. I mean, I don't think it gets that much better for us if we wait, right? We could literally kill them this turn. We have everything to kill them. They're tapped out, you know? You have all what you need. Yeah, but I mean, like, they're a control deck. They're tapped out. Why not kill them? Alright, well, that sucked. Let's bring these in. Let's bring in counterspells. Spoils Ad Nauseam. I mean, that's what happens, you know? Do we want the Lightning Storm against them? That's not high. That is not likely to happen, what just happened. You had a pact. This isn't Angel's Grace. But I understand what you're saying. We had Pact of Negation. We could have been more patient in that spot, but YOLO. I don't know if we want this. Seems like this is just this with extra steps. I mean, it does let you win at instant speed, but... No, they mean that you can Pact of Negation to Counterspell. It means I could have gone to Counterspell War because I had Pact of Negation, is what he's saying. A 2-card combo? Yeah, but it's also 3 mana, and this is like 3 mana. Alright, we'll try the Storm. We'll cut a Pentad Prism, we'll cut this, we'll cut this, we'll cut this, and we'll cut this. Yeah. Like, what he's saying is, like, I could have been more patient. I saw an opportunity to go for it, and I wanted to go for it. But we could have waited with the Pact of Negation. That's what they're saying. Oh boy. Alright, I guess we're keeping this. And I'm going to start off with City of Brass. City of Brass, suspend. Alright, we got a lot of moving random pieces in this hand. A lot of crap. 7 mana, 2 cards. Okay, let's just see what happens. Opt. Well, that's not very exciting. All that fanciness for an opt. I thought I'd F60 this turn. We could have cycled the Veil there, but I don't think we need to. What is this hate? What hate piece is this? Chalice on 1? Oh my god. Why do people have to make this so fucking difficult? Why does this have to be... Why can't I just do my little combo thing? I have to Pact of Negation this. I have no outs to this. I'm just caught completely cold to this. I have one... What do I have? I have one Otawara to answer this. I guess you just need to board this shit in all the time. Yeah, now we're forcing and then we're... Ugh. And now we're using our Angel's Grace. Yeah, but that's down 2 cards. That's not how you want to win the game, you know? I mean, yes, you can do this. But this doesn't feel good. It feels very bad. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. No. Well, I guess we can start rebuilding. And now if they play a Teferi next turn, I'm just going to be in prison. I will concede the game to a Teferi next turn. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. No. Just 2 mana. Oh my god. Why? Oh, what a disaster. What a fucking disaster this deck is. Would you ever try Esper Goryo? Yeah, that'd be way more fun than this. I used to love Goryo's Vengeance used to be one of my go-to modern decks. I used to love that deck. That was a deck that was busted with Simian Spirit Guide. We got him. We got this right. We got him right where we want him. It looks like we're losing on every front, but in reality, we got him right where we want him. I did say just stop tapping mana. Alright, so now, once again, we have a Profane Tutor coming. Cast. I guess we have to get Unlife. We can either get Unlife or get Otawara. I think we get Unlife. Do we want to cast the Unlife? They're probably going to counter it. I think we hold off on the Unlife. Because we kind of want to wait until we have Ad Nauseam, I think. Like, if we Unlife now, if they Dovin's Veto it, it will be the end of the world. Snapcaster Opt. We could Unlife Counterspell it. They're whiffing on lands, though. We'll just chill, right? What's the rush? What's the rush? We don't have the cards we need. I do love Obsididdle. Obsididdle. The old no attacks with Snapcaster, eh? You, my friend, are operating on a level way above me. Alright, well, eventually we will draw an Ad Nauseam. Another Snapcaster. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. They have a clock. Play an attack. Oh, we have Pact of Negation up now. That's exciting. We can actually Lightning Storm for value. The old Jeskai beatdown. Look on the bright side. We will not get Lightning Bolted this game. Ice my land. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, I hate you. Whenever City of Brass becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to you. The reason that this is in this deck versus Mystic Confluence is you could put this trigger on the stack and cast Angel's Grace. That's why that's in here. How can I emotionally recover from that emotional damage? Alright, now we'll cast Unlife with Counterspell up. Ooh. That's a piece of candy. Cast Unlife. We might be able to win with a question mark. Cast Unlife. Yeah, holy shit, we just win here. Okay, so we haven't played a land, right? So if they have Dovin's Veto, we lose. If they don't have Dovin's Veto, we win. Is there a reason to do it now? They only could have Dovin's Veto. We're not beating Dovin's Veto no matter what. So we have to, I think we just jam. We can wait till next turn and have Counterspell up too. But if they have a Dovin's Veto, there's a Chalice there. So that's going to stop everything that I'm trying to do. You're right. So I can't use the fucking fancy shit. So we gotta wait. We wait. We buy our time. Chalice of the Void is so annoying against this deck. We've played against this Chalice of the Void so much. It's very annoying. Let's go into Thoughtseize. So let's see what happens. If we cast Ad Nauseam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's just never gonna resolve. Wait for them to spend some mana. What? Did they just die here? Did they just die? They're just dead. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Ad Nauseam, draw a whole deck, Lightning Storm them. Okay. Alright, so whoever said board in Lightning Storm, okay. So for anyone unfamiliar with this Phyrexian Unlife interaction, I draw my whole deck here. We draw the whole deck because you don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. As long as you have 0 or less life, damage dealt to you is always in effect. So now we go all the way down super negative, but we don't lose the game for having less life. We just take infect counters. Okay. So now, no. Now, I haven't done Lightning Storm in a long fucking time. But I'm pretty sure I target them, crack this for red, red, red. Cast Lightning Storm. And then we click on the storm, discard a card, put 2 counters on it. Then we click on the storm, discard a card. Yeah, I'm holding control. I'm holding control. All right, they conceded. So, never tap out against nonsense. Phyrexian Unlife is a broken card. Okay, so let's bring in some Prismatic Endings if they're going to be such hateful people. We could also bring in Fracture, which targets Planeswalkers and artifacts. So I think we'll bring in these 3. I don't know what to cut. I have no idea what to cut here. I have no idea what to cut. What would you guys cut? Cut offers? I don't know. Offers seem really good with this. We need one more cut. Okay. Well, I mean, the plan is we're going to deal with the chalices, right? But they only have 2 chalices in the list if they're playing Watu's list. They're only playing like 2. They just happened to draw both of them. Alright, Alfredo sauce. Yeah. We're just kind of winging it through this deck. We don't really know what we're doing. We're just winging it, but we're having some fun. Do we ever know what we're doing? No. This seems okay, right? We have Lotus Bloom, we have an offer. We could kind of protect ourselves. Unfortunately, we don't have green for the Veil, which is a touch awkward. A touch awkward. But we do have an offer for Teferi. If they do Chalice on 1 here, I'm going to be unhappy. What do you want to do? I guess we give them an offer. Maybe I could have let it go because we have the Otawara. This seems terrible. Ugh. Vomit. Well, if they play a Teferi, we're pretty much toast. Yeah, I think you want to be doing this or this. I don't think you want to be doing both. I probably should have shaved a Thassa's Oracle. Now that I think about it. Okay, so these both come off next turn. What are we doing? We're icing the land? Sure. Alright, next turn we get them and we don't have anything going on. Don't beat Teferi. We just lose. We literally just lose the game. I don't know how we're supposed to beat this. These things go away forever. We can pact. I got nothing. I got nothing. That was a league. That was an experience. I'd have to play this deck quite a lot off stream to get good at it, to do that again. That deck was... I could pack, but I just die. I mean, they probably have another counterspell too.